What's up, you guys? Happy Friday. No, it does feel like Friday, doesn't it? Happy Thursday. Really quick, I was on a really cool call that I earned yesterday with Beachbody, and it was with Rachel Cruz, which is Dave Ramsey's daughter. And as I told you last week, I followed Danny Johnson's War on Debt, and I have paid off over $50,000. It's been well over $50,000. I have learned to cut fat out of my budget. I have learned not to go to Target. It was so funny because in this call, she talked about Target a lot. I've learned to not go to Target, to Big Lots, to go just spend money because I had money to spend. You know, it's not like today I'm like, oh, I need to go get some new bras. But do I really? Are the wires hanging out of them? Are they dingy? No. Okay, so I really don't need to go buy new bras. But something she said yesterday, and a few things she said, and I just want to share because I find them really awesome. And it always feels good when I know that cool, like this is lining up. Like it's not just Danny Johnson saying it, it's Dave Ramsey, it's Rachel Cruz. Like that's always an awesome thing to hear other people talk the same way of how to pay off debt. So the first thing that she shared was to have an emergency $1,000 fund. All right. So do you have $1,000 put away? I did not have $1,000 put away until last year when I came home from Danny Johnson. I guess it was last May. I decided to start the emergency fund. So that's the first thing that she shared was have that emergency funds, have money. How do I do that, Kessa? Well, look at your budget and see where you're blowing money. All right. A want versus a need. I want a new bra, but do I need a new bra? No, bras are expensive. I will tell you, I go to Belk's and I shop on the clearance rack at Belk's and I get a nice Calvin Klein bra for way cheap. Okay, so think about that. Think about a want versus a need. And if there's something that you want, sleep on it. If you wake up and you still want it, then and you can afford to buy it, your bills are paid, you have your $1,000 in savings, putting that aside, go for it, right? But so that's that $1,000 emergency fund. The only other thing I really want to talk about really quick is those, with those wants and your needs. All right. Think about those, weigh them out. All right. You don't have to have like the best of everything. I promise you. Okay. I promise you don't have to, because it's date night, go out and spend $100 on a meal and drinks because it's date night. You know where we do date night? I have a jacuzzi in my backyard. We do date night in the jacuzzi sometimes. We have a bar with a pool table back there. Him and he didn't even know we were on date night on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? He didn't even know. Monday, Tuesday, whatever day it was. He had no idea we were on date night, but we were totally on date night. We were just out there enjoying each other's company. I had a glass of wine and a couple beers, enjoying ourselves. All right. Didn't cost us a lot of money. So think about that. When you're spending money, think about what you're spending your money on. And then take that money that you were going to spend and put it into your emergency fund until you get to that $1,000. All right, so that's the goal, is to get to $1,000 emergency fund. The next thing is when you guys are paying off your bills, all right, list everything from the least what you owe to the greatest what you owe, including your mortgages. So she says minus your mortgages. I do write my mortgages down. So I know what I owe. And what you're going to do is you are going to, that first payment might be $150. If you got $150 laying around, you better pay that off. Okay? If you have the money to pay your debt off, pay it off. I had a friend, I saw on her post, well, I have the money, but I kind of want to go on vacation. I don't know, should I just pay off my student loans? The answer is yes. Pay off your student loans. Pay off any loan, whether it is, and guess what? Tax time's coming. You might be getting a refund. Don't take that refund and go on a vacation if you have freaking debt. Pay off debt. Use half of that money and put it towards the emergency funds. Okay? I know that people are in debt in America because 70% of people live paycheck to paycheck. That saddens me. That makes, even when I wasn't a stay-at-home mom and I wasn't married, because I get that a lot from people in my life. Well, you have your husband that takes care of you. Yup, praise God, I do. I sure do. But before I had my husband, I always took care of myself. I always had my bills paid. And I had extra. I didn't have savings. My extra back then went to concerts. When I was in my 20s and having a good old time and partying, So I didn't need a man. Right now, I'm very grateful for my husband. He takes very good care of us, and I am grateful what he does for me and my family. Okay? But it's up to me, right? It's up to me to pay off these bills. It's up to me not to just take $1,000 and blow it because I got a $5,000 refund. And whoever gets $5,000 refunds, if you are taking that money and blowing it, please don't. If you get $5,000 refund, because I know people get that much money back, take $1,000 and put it to your emergency fund and don't touch it. Don't touch it. And then start paying off your debt. Write those bills, guys, from the most to the least to the most. And it is so much fun when you cross those out. All right, so next week I'm going to teach you guys how to annihilate that debt by going one bill at a time in the rollover process of that. So get your mind thinking, I'm getting a refund. I need to get that emergency fund put away. I need to start paying off some debt. All right, don't blow your money. Think about a want versus a need. You know, you never know when your car's going to break down. You never know when you need new tires, or you get a flat tire, or your refrigerator goes out, or your stove, or your wash machine, or anything. You get a speeding ticket, you need to pay a lawyer. Like, you just never know. So having that emergency fund is fundamental in this process, and that's the number one step of paying off your debt. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.